Welcome to this comprehensive guide on studying abroad. This video will be an overview about research and choosing a program, budget, resources, visa application process, scheduling, planning, and packing.
Some universities have campuses around the world, like NYU in Prague or Miami University in Luxembourg, while others have partnerships with local universities that you enroll into, like the University of Firenze in Florence, Italy.
And studying abroad helps you to accomplish language requirements, maybe in a foreign country, or enroll in electives that might not be available at your home university.
The top 3 countries that students study abroad in are the United Kingdom, Italy, and Spain. More than half of all students who study abroad in Europe, according to US News. Coming up with a budget is vital to choose a study abroad program that's going to work for you. When thinking about how you're going to fund your study abroad, remember that scholarships and grants can also be an option. However, certain programs like exchange programs can be more economically friendly. You can always contact your study abroad department at your specific school for details about certain grants and scholarships that your university offers. There are many different types of study abroad programs. One is direct enroll, where you enroll directly into a university abroad. There's one that you go through a program provider and they set all that up for you. Or you can do an exchange program, which partners with your university to bring someone who's abroad to your school and then you go to their school. Normally, exchange programs can be the cheapest option because you're going to be paying exactly what you'd be paying if you were staying in your country.
An exchange student is going to come and basically take your place at the university. They're going to be living on campus. They're going to be eating the meal plan. So it doesn't cost you any differently, and also all of your financial aid still applies.
You're going to get a chunk of money, whether it's from your scholarship, whether it's from your loan, whether it's your money, and you're going to have to divide that between student accommodation, between your travel finances, so the flight in order to get there, the flight back home, the transportation within your country, for example, the tube, buses, anything like that. You're gonna have to pay for your food, you're gonna have to pay for your accommodation. There's a lot of things you're gonna have to pay for.
So this is the first thing. When it comes to actually picking a program or going through your school or doing an outside program, there are so many options.
Also, according to Study Abroad 101, which is an online review site for study abroad programs and providers, the top 4 program providers are Seoul Education Abroad, the Education Abroad Network, Kappa International, and IES Abroad. If you're trying to find the cheapest study abroad program possible, you should probably look into non-traditional locations. Since more than half of students go abroad in Europe, you should look into Asia, South America, and other off-the-beaten-path locations. Normally, the cost of living is lower, so your fees will also be.
Studying in one of those countries could cost less than your usual semester. So you definitely want to look into it and compare prices to see, what's the most cost-effective for you.
Now's the time to go to your study abroad advisor. This is really important to make sure that all your credits are going to transfer and you're choosing a program that financially will work for you. You need to make sure that all your scholarships are going to apply or else you'll lose money. Most universities also have a study abroad center that contains helpful tips and information on the different programs offered. Sometimes universities also can partner with different programs, giving you more benefits. At this point, you can also try to reach out to other people from your university who have studied abroad. Chances are they'll have tips for you, and some of them may have even gone on the program already. Now that you've researched some programs, now it's time to actually choose one. Make sure you think about how important it is for you to take classes in your major, if you're set on going to a particular country, if you'd like to improve any foreign language skills, and when you want to go. Summer, semester, year, these are all important questions that only you can answer. For studying abroad, it's important that you have a passport. Ideally, you should apply for a passport before you apply to your program. After you receive your passport, you have to use the passport to apply for a visa. A visa is a document that gives you permission to enter a foreign country, and a student visa is only given out to people who have a confirmed place of study at a registered institution for a certain amount of time. Different countries have different visa requirements, and you'll normally have to wait until you have an offer from a university before you can submit your application. You may also have to apply in person at an embassy. The first thing you should do is contact the university to determine which visa you need to apply for. Certain programs need different visas. This is mainly based on the program length. You also need to get the necessary documentation for your application from your university you'll be studying at. After that, you should be ready to apply. A visa won't be issued if false information has been given, so you have to make sure it's correct. It can take as little as a couple of days to several months to get your visa depending on your country, so you have to make sure you leave enough time to get your visa so that you don't risk not being able to study abroad at all.
As well, when you are applying for a visa, they're going to take your passport. I don't think people realize this. They're going to take your passport, and the visa application can go anything from 2-3 weeks to 2 months. It really depends on, first of all, what country you're going to. Second of all, what amount you paid, because I know that if you pay a little bit more, it's like a fast track kind of visa thing, or if you pay less, then you have to wait 2 months. So
Once you've been accepted to your study abroad program, you're going to have to schedule your classes, look through the list, make sure that there are major requirements that you can fill, or some fun extracurricular options. You're also going to have to approve them with your school to make sure that they are accepted as credit. Depending on the program, some will be transfer credit programs and some will be university credit, which is why you need to know beforehand. You should also start looking up things to do in your host country. Depending on the country, you'll have different options of things to do. Easy things like looking up the main transportation systems and popular vacation destinations goes a long way. You should also reach out to other program participants if you can. Many programs will send out an email list in case any students want to contact other students before going abroad. This is important so that you feel comfortable once you get abroad and you have a group of people to do things with. Once you get within a few months of your program start date, you should start looking for flights. There are many websites to help find the best deals on flights, like Kayak, for example. You should monitor the prices over a few weeks and then buy when it's cheapest. You don't want to put off buying a ticket in case something goes wrong and there's no flights available on the day you need to be there. When you're studying abroad, there are some things you just need to bring. A power converter, appropriate currency, legal medications, laptop, study materials, walking shoes, and a camera.